Tawra, the author of the Dining on a Dime cookbook with my mom, Jill Cooper, who co-authored with me. Eat better, spend less. You will save the price of the book the first trip to the grocery store. It happens all the time. We get email after email. 20 years. It's been in print, which is actually pretty darn good for self-published. So we haven't had it sink in yet. But here's the thing, guys. We focus on saving on food, groceries, that kind of thing. But on our grocery group, my wonderful assistant Heidi, she posted one day an article of ours that says, is it okay to use credit cards sometimes? Wow. We got the comments.
Was it sometimes or when you run out of money and to tide you over to the next month?
The actual title is it okay to use credit cards sometimes? But how people were taking it when they were commenting was, I've run out of money, is it okay to use a credit card? Okay, so now, just so you know, I do use credit cards. I use it for my business. I use it for personal use. I pay it off every single month. And I do not go buy things that I wouldn't buy with cash.
Yeah.
So I don't think,
if I don't have the cash, I won't use the credit card.
No. So I know I have the money in the bank to pay for this, or I wouldn't buy it, okay? So that's my little disclaimer, because you guys will hear me say about credit cards and stuff like that. I do have one business and one personal credit card, so I am not anti-credit card, actually.
No.
But I'm anti-stupid credit cards.
And not controlling your credit cards.
I'm anti not having discipline with your credit cards. So here's the thing. The question was, is it okay to use credit cards sometimes? Here's one of the comments that we got. So people were saying, yes, I use it when I run out of money and I just don't have any money, that kind of thing. But here's one comment that we got. This lady said, I do use our local Payday loan place. The interest is cheaper than a credit card and it gives me the spending cap I want to stay disciplined to. There is no minimum spending monthly to keep the credit available. I can use and not use them at my leisure. And pay directly to the owners of a local establishment instead of a corporate entity. I like keeping money in my own small community, supporting small business. Okay.
Tara's getting a grip here.
This is absolutely the stupidest thing I have ever read in a comment from people. I am sorry. This woman is not using the brains God gave her. And yes, I'm sorry if I'm being insulting, but are you kidding me? Are you seriously kidding me? You are paying up to 400% interest, and you're telling me it's cheaper than using a credit card? Now, in the first place, if you are having to use a Payday loan service more than once in your life for a true emergency, you have a problem if you are going in there over and over. Second, if you are having to use your credit cards to keep covering your expenses, you have a major problem. And you need to get your buns up and go get a second or a third job to cover your bills.
Or you could cut back on your spending.
You need to cut back on your spending.
I'm sorry.
This is not rocket science, people.
But you can tell the words she's using, she's trying to justify this all the way across the board. Every sentence is justifying her use of it.
Well,
I
want to stay disciplined.
I want to stay disciplined. She's convinced herself that this is staying disciplined. She's convinced herself she's helping the community, small business in her community. All these are excuses that she's justifying doing this very bad thing in her mind. And that's what scares me more about it than anything.
It's ridiculous.
she cannot see that. And what's really even worse is there's lots of people out there who are doing this exact same thing. They're justifying, they're making excuses for doing these things. And they can't see it. It's like there's a curtain over their eyes and they can't see it. And then, everything's going to implode. I'm sorry. This can't keep up like this. If the individuals, we holler about the government, we holler about the banks doing this, about businesses not paying enough. No, you as a person are not dealing with your finances right. And the whole shebang is going to implode on us until we wake up. Start focusing on you and the blindness that you're doing,
Really, you guys need to wake up and smell the roses. This is absolutely ridiculous.
Stop hollering at the government. Stop hollering
It's not the government. It's not your work.
It's you. It's you.
You are the problem. And I wrote back to this woman and I said, this is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. If you want to support that small business, write them a check. It would be cheaper than what they are charging you in interest.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, really, Heidi and I both saw this and we were just like, this cannot be serious. And this lady was serious.
Do we dare tell them? Well, okay, this is one thing I have a problem with is she wants to support the local small business. These types of businesses, when you're charging 400% like this, to me, you're almost not above board. I think you're ripping people off. For a type of business like this, you aren't being fair. We sell our book. We could sell this probably for more, but we sell it for a reasonable price because we don't want to rip people off. They're in the business of ripping people off. And she's proud of the fact that she's supporting a business that's hurting other individuals that maybe don't know better, that just don't understand, that don't know they're paying 400%. And she may be disciplined. I don't think so, not from this, but she may think she's disciplined. But even if that was the case, they're in the business to hurt other people that aren't disciplined. Why would you support a business like that? I would not support a business like that. I'm sorry. And she talks about these big corporations. Those big corporations aren't charging 400%. In most cases. So there's nothing logical, there's nothing common sense about anything she's saying in this comment. Nothing.
So anyway, that is the most ridiculous comment we have ever received, I think. I know it is. It is the most ridiculous comment we have ever received.
It's kind of sad, too, that she doesn't see.
And the sad part is, she's not the only person who thinks this way.
I know. So
that's why we're here.
Why it's frightening.
To tell you to get it together, people. All right. Please like, subscribe, and share, and visit us at livingonadime.com. And we will see you guys next time.